So my name's Iain Gardner. I'm an animator based in Scotland. My connection with the Beluga School has been through this year's Dresden Tanzplan, where I worked with the Slovakian choreographer Juraj Korek on his piece Habitat. Juraj wanted to work with animation as a component to his theatrical piece. And we kind of basically worked together in a very kind of instinctive way. Yeah. But we kind of, basically I went to rehearsals with the dancers and drew and studied what the timings were of their movements and basically tried to get my head around the flow of the performance. Because the animation that I constructed for Juraj's Habitat, it played between segments of dance. It was not integrated with dance. The two mediums kind of came in and out. Exactly. It was like a linear narrative that was carried by the three dancers and then my animation and then the three dancers. And I think we only had one occasion where I thought we did a fantastic transformation, where the dancers went behind the projection screen and the light just faded down and then my animation exploded them. Not in a violent way, but it just made a very nice transition. I think Juraj and I, after looking at the work that we did, I think we both felt that in future we would like to explore more the illusions of combining real motion and created motion simultaneously, which, as many people will know, has been done for decades, absolute decades. But I think every exploration of it pokes at the dichotomies of it further. So. Yeah. I had the great privilege of seeing Leandro Key's work when I was in Dresden as well, and I felt, prior to seeing Leandro's work, I felt that animation had the monopoly on the metamorphosis of shape. And in Anthropomorphia by Leandro, I was astounded at how he took his company of dancers and created metamorphosis with them. Which might make any animation to go with that superfluous, but it's staggering. It's really expanded my mind, and especially the reason I was invited to the Beluga School. It was just to explore the long history and connection between animation and dance, because even when animation is doing narrative and character-based work, the amount of control that the animator is doing of the movement is on a theoretical level connected to the same cognitive process that a dancer is doing. So even if an animator is representing, well, the movement that I'm doing now, if I'm animating this, the way that I would have to do that, the way I would have to approach that as an animator is relatable, is comparable to the amount of control that a dancer has to put in to their performance. So, arguably, animators are dancers. interesting is to analyse movement that I've tried to master in my own life. And that, but again, arguably, whether or not that is seen immediately as a dance subject, I think the argument still stands that it could be a piece of dance, it could be a piece of abstract cinema, because you are solely examining the motion, and talking about motion and exploring cognitive relationships with motion. So I'm excited by that because it will not be script-led, it will not be dictated by narrative, it will be dictated by movement, and as such, and I mean this is brilliant. I'm speaking with Marlon at the moment, and I've met with other students and other teachers of dance, and having that reference point is going to inform what I do next. So it's fantastic, and I'd like to, if I may, I'd like to extend my thanks to the Palooka School for inviting me here, because it's going to make such a difference to the next chapter. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you, and I share your excitement.
Thank you.
That's
great.
Brilliant. Great.